Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you lost parts of yourself trying to make them happy? Maybe you canceled plans just to see her. Maybe you loaned her money you couldn't afford to give. Or maybe, just maybe, you stayed when you knew deep down she stopped respecting you. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the hard truth. Many men unknowingly destroy their dignity, self-worth, and confidence by doing things they think will win her love. That's why in today's video, we're diving into a comprehensive guide on the 6 things you should never do for any woman. Because when you cross these lines, you don't just lose her respect, you lose yourself. So before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and watch until the very end, because this guide can change your love life forever. And if you've been hurt before, what you'll hear today might just save you from ever feeling that kind of pain again. Let's begin. Number 1, never sacrifice your dreams for her. Let me tell you about Kevin. Kevin was a talented artist. He had been painting since he was a kid. He dreamed of showcasing his work in galleries across the world. But when he met Lara, everything changed. She didn't care much for art, said it was just a hobby. She wanted someone with a 9-to-5, something more stable. So Kevin listened. He shelved his dreams, traded his canvas for a spreadsheet. Years passed. Lara left, said he lacked ambition. The irony? She once told him she loved how passionate he was about his art. But the moment he gave it up for her, the very spark that attracted her vanished. Here's the truth. When you abandon your mission for a woman, you don't win her heart. You lose her respect. A strong woman doesn't want a man who sacrifices his calling for her. She wants a man who's so driven that even love can't distract him. So don't give up your purpose for anyone, not even for love. 2, never chase her attention. There's a difference between pursuit and obsession. Jamal learned this the hard way. He met Tanya at a friend's party. She was beautiful, witty, magnetic. From the moment they exchanged numbers, he was hooked. Every morning, he texted her first. Every weekend, he asked if she was free. And when she didn't reply, he waited, hoped, double-texted. Days turned to weeks. He felt anxious, always wondering if he was saying the right things, if he was enough. What he didn't realize was his constant need for her. Validation pushed her further away. The harsh truth? When a man makes a woman the center of his universe, she starts to feel like he has no life of his own. A man of value is like a mountain, still, steady, unshaken. He doesn't chase, he attracts. He gives attention, yes, but not at the cost of his dignity. Jamal learned that too late, but you don't have to. Number 3, never let her disrespect you, even once. Carlos was the kind of guy who believed in patience. He believed that love required tolerance, especially in hard times. When his girlfriend Emma started mocking him in front of friends, he laughed it off. When she dismissed his opinions in arguments, he let it slide. When she started flirting with other men at parties, he told himself she was just being friendly. One day after a fight, she said something that cut deeper than anything. Before, "You're lucky I even gave you a chance." That night, Carlos finally saw the pattern. Every time he let something go, she pushed the boundary further. The first time you allow disrespect, you teach her that it's okay. And the longer you stay quiet, the louder her contempt becomes. Boundaries aren't just for her, they're for you. Because the moment you allow someone to walk over you, you're no longer in a relationship, you're in servitude. Number 4, never fund her lifestyle. Now meet Reggie. He grew up with very little. So when he finally started making good money, he wanted to share that life with someone special. He met Mia, who lived for designer bags, weekend trips, and lavish dates. At first, it felt good. Spoiling her made him feel powerful. But then came the requests. "Can you cover my rent this month? My car needs fixing and I'm short. I want to start a business. Can you help fund it?" Month after month, the love became transactional. Reggie started to feel like a wallet, not a man. Here's the brutal truth. When you pay for everything, she may enjoy your money, but she won't love you for it. True connection doesn't cost a dime. And if she only sticks around when you're spending, she's not your partner, she's your dependent. Generosity is beautiful, but never let your love be measured by how much you can provide. Because once the money dries up, so will her affection. Number 5, never make her your emotional therapist. Let's talk about Daniel. He had a rough past. Absent father, trauma, insecurities that ran deep. So when he met Rachel, he poured it all out. Every fear, every tear, every anxiety. At first she listened. She cared. She said she loved his vulnerability. But as weeks passed, Daniel noticed something change. Rachel became distant, cold. Eventually, she left. Why? Because he turned her into his therapist, not his partner. Now don't get it twisted. Emotional vulnerability is essential in a relationship. But dumping your emotional baggage on her and expecting her to fix you, that's not love, that's neediness. A woman doesn't want to feel like your savior. She wants a man who's working on himself, not drowning in his wounds. Heal yourself. Find support, therapy, mentors, brothers. But never put the weight of your healing solely on her shoulders, because love isn't therapy. And she didn't sign up to be your counselor. Number 6, never stay when your gut tells you to leave. This one's hard, because it requires brutal honesty. Think of Marcus. He had been with Sophia for 2 years. There were good moments, yes, but also constant fights, long silences, and that sinking feeling in his chest. He kept telling himself it'll get better. He blamed stress, timing, anything but the truth. The truth was he stayed because he was afraid of starting over. And that fear cost him more than the relationship. It cost him his peace. Here's the lesson. Your intuition is your compass. And when something doesn't feel right, it usually isn't. Don't ignore the signs. Don't stay just because you've invested time. Because the longer you stay in a dead-end relationship, the more pieces of yourself you leave behind. Here's the bottom line. You don't win a woman's heart by shrinking yourself. You don't keep love by buying it. And you don't find peace by avoiding the truth. Respect yourself. Guard your boundaries. Choose yourself even when it's hard. Because the moment you start doing these 6 things for yourself and stop doing them for her, is the moment everything changes. Love should empower you, not consume you. So to every man watching this, never sacrifice your soul for affection. Never silence your worth for attention. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.